Hey everybody, Dean again. It's never easy. This is the little sander I was talking about. I got this from, I think I got this from my daughter and ex-wife, her first Christmas. So that would be 2002, December of 2002. And I got to tell you, this thing has never once given me a fit. It's pretty small. I mean, you can see it's not real big in comparison to my grill, okay, or my sanding thing. I tell you, man. I mean, yeah, it's slow as heck, and I've got a DA sander. I just don't have a compressor to drive it. Maybe someday I can afford to, but right now, you know, a big compressor is going to run me, I think, all of about $1,100 bucks. So, and I just don't have that right now. So, not for that anyway. So anyway, like I said, this is it's a Black & Decker. It's a mouse, and they make they originally come with what they call hook and loop, which is basically Velcro for the sanding pads. But I took that off a few years ago, I guess, because I got tired of buying them. They're expensive. Here's what they look like. They're just pads. You know, you don't have to do anything. You just stick them on there, and they're supposed to stay in place. The problem is they never stay in place. I have disliked this design since day one. I've asked DeWalt. I've asked Black & Decker, which is one and the same company, in case you didn't know, if they have any plans to do something different. And they said no. They said it works. Don't fix it. I said, well, it doesn't work darn for me. So what I did was I took a piece of sheet rubber. Matter of fact, I got some over here somewhere. And I think I do. Well, anyway, I got it around here somewhere. I just took a piece of sheet rubber. You can see it's pretty thin. It's 1/16 of an inch thick. There's the thickness of it right there. And I just used some automotive upholstery adhesive. This stuff from Loctite. It's really good stuff, man. It sticks like crazy. But anyway, I sprayed the tar out of that, let it dry overnight. I actually took this and clamped it down on top of here so it stayed flat all night long and had pressure on it. And as you can see, you know, pretty good. Works great. So that way I just use peel and stick sanding discs, because I have a couple rolls of little silly things. And if you're doing a lot of sanding, this is the way to go. Get these peel and stick. Just tear one off, you peel the backing off. I've got 120, 180, 220 different grits. You know, it's open coat, so it loads up, especially with if you're using what do you call it, laminating resin, because laminating resin stays a little bit tacky, just because of the nature of it. But so that's what I used to sand all that out, and I think it came up pretty darn good, considering. Like I said, this is all going to be covered up, and people say, well, you know, why do you do it? Because I want it sealed up. I don't want any bare wood. A lot of this was all bare. It was very, very dry on the layup, which means they didn't seal coat it like I'm doing. They just laid the cloth on there, they wetted it out, and moved on to the next boat. Case in point is you can see the cut line right there where the floors were joined from the cockpit in here to the cabin. And that's as far as they carried the glass and the resin. That was it. So once I get the floors in and I put it, I think I'm going to leave that open so I can use this for crawl space, but I don't know if I'll put a hatch on here or not. I probably will not, just because I want to keep it as small as possible. But you know, it's got plenty of room. I may or may not make a hatch cover right here. Depends. But like I said, so anyway, just remember, it's never easy, but it's all doable. God bless everybody. Have a nice night.